Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 14 of our Rebel Summer 61 campaign using the a.o.m mod. I actually think I introduced last episode as episode 14. Yeah, this one's episode 14. I kind of messed up there. Because my save files are a little messed up. It threw off my episode count. Shouldn't have, but it did. So, as you can see here, we are trundling along. We haven't moved as far along in Illinois as I had hoped for, as we're kind of stuck here right now. So after the last two battles that we had, which were the Battle of St. Joseph, Missouri, and the Battle of the Mississippi River, Missouri, because we did fight that one north of St. Louis. It's not the Battle of St. Louis. So it's the Battle of the Mississippi River, Missouri. So, after Battle of St. Joseph, our brightness on the Indian Army is down halfway yellow. It is recovering. It says 54 days, but I'm expecting by mid-May, end of May, I'll be able to start pushing them back into Kansas, because we need to hunt down that Kansas militia unit before they get in the way of my siege train over here. How's this siege going? This is well in our favor. It should be done in the next few days. Hopefully. We are starting to... We got plenty of ammunition left, but we're running out of provisions and forage. So I'd like to see that fort taken down as soon as possible and get them back over here towards Topeka to rest up and refit before they move on to Fort Kearny along the Oregon Trail. So, Indian Army towards Topeka, because I know the Kansas militia is hiding out there. Get them taken out and then head them back this way towards Quincy. Do need to start getting the traveling harem moving north again after its battle, but once again its readiness is pretty well dropped also. A little below halfway on the yellow readiness. It says 39 days to full readiness, which is good, because Missouri is considered, even though it's not a secession state yet, it is considered friendly. I got to kick out the rest of these forces here. We're still waiting for McCullough's Army of the Missouri, or Army of Missouri, to get up in readiness. It's about ready to move. I'm waiting for it to go right into a little bit full green so we can start pushing up to Rolla and take down the Federal Supply Depot here. Usually there's a fort here. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. I don't know if it's in the area or not, so I'm hoping it's not there because I don't see it on the map, but it very well could be. And we're kind of quiet everywhere else along the line because I'm not making any advances. It looks like I'm making an advance here, but this is just our holding the Army of Kanawha in Western Virginia. And we're still waiting on the ironclads to get put together. But we've only advanced the game 6 days since the start of May. So we got plenty of time left in this month. So we'll get this map rolling, and I will see you all at the next incident. Alright, it's now May 8th. Nothing's really going on the map, but one thing I did notice is, with the British intervention at 99%, and I forgot to bring this up at the recap, and we're looking at a British intervention coming in, we haven't hit that 100% mark yet. And at the last month, we had enough to send envoys once. I have enough to send envoys again. Now, I know the Union is working on the Emancipation Proclamation, and I don't know if the French intervention is going to affect this. But this is strictly says British intervention, so I'm going to send envoys one more time. And there's our 100% on the British intervention. Now we just have to wait for the Redcoats to arrive. So hopefully they show up before the Emancipation Proclamation gets kicked off. I actually don't know if the a.o.m mod removes this or not, but you'd think they'd remove the icon if it did. But, I'll just wait a few days and see what happens. And the British are coming. British Army in Canada mobilized. Reinforcements crossing the Atlantic. Confederacy recognized by the British. Union surrounded by enemies. Special correspondence of this Grand Herald. London, England, May 9th. After diplomatic relations deteriorated between the British Empire and the Union, the British have made a decision to no longer be bystanders in the American Civil War. In Canada, the British forces and Canadian militia under Sir Fenwick Williams have mobilized to defend the province. While inexperienced and lacking manpower, the army is still a considerable threat to the Union flank. In London, British Commander-in-Chief, the Duke of Cambridge, has ordered the British Army to reinforce North America, placing Admiral Milne in overall command of the operation. The British fleet that took part in the Mexican intervention has already sailed out, and Milne's main force is expected within weeks, bringing with them highly experienced British veterans. The British also recognize the Confederate States of America to be a sovereign nation, which boosts morale in the Confederacy with people celebrating in the streets. So the British are on their way. Now we just need the French to get involved, and we are now working on that as we have finished Military 2. We have kicked off on Support Mexican Intervention, which will take another 38 days to complete. So we'll have the British coming in from the north, and hopefully the French joining us from the south through Mexico at some point. Let's see what this does to the campaign. I mean, it's only 1862, so this may be one of my shortest Confederate campaigns ever. I don't know. Alright, it's now May 9th, and the 1st Corps Army of Southwest Missouri has decided to attack the traveling harem just north of St. Louis. I did actually, they're probably moving in to reclaim it. I did not move the harem back into town proper like I should have, but I was just letting them sit in position to get the readiness back up. But Grenville Dodge, I did have to look this man up the last time he came up as a field commander. Interesting man. Dodge City is named after him. He's not known as a field commander, but he's very well respected on the Union side, as by generals at least, as a very good administrative officer, which a lot of people do underrate administrative officers and their support staffs, as without them the armies don't move. And he was very, very good at his job, apparently, at making that happen. So he's bringing 24,345 infantry, 1,034 cavalry, and 16 guns, going against our 22,777 infantry, 2,930 cavalry, and 89 guns. I do have a morale issue right now with 4 of my brigades, but hopefully that won't mean too much. So let's go jump into this one. Welcome, my grunts, to the Battle of St. Louis, Missouri. Alright, we are on the defensive. It's already 18:30 in the day, so day's going to end here in just under a few minutes. So we're not going to get much done today. The Federals are entering down here at Hart's Hill, and we are defending back here at the Daniels Farmstead. So it's still going to take them a few hours to get to us throughout the day 2 of this. And I could make a probably argue a better defensive stand and much further forward than where we are, but there are a lot of approach routes to this objective point. So we're going to sit and defend behind it from this hilltop I'm sitting on. Not much of a hilltop, but it is higher ground, and I can use that to my advantage. So I do have Greg's division with the Emu Brigade, Tiefling Infantry, New York Copperheads, and the Swedish Chefs sitting off here in the wood line over here. And that's mostly if they come down this road here to approach us, I can have them swing in along the Federal flank. I do have Drayton's division sitting in the center, and they're kind of overstacked right now because I'm going to have one of the brigades start building enforcements. You have the Steubenschützen, the 1st Georgia Regulars, the Empire Rebels, and Butler's Battery sitting here. And on their left is going to be Rain's division, which is going to come over here and straddle these 2 roads here on the edge. One half division facing this way, half facing that way. And that includes the Wildcat Brigade, White Lightning Brigade, and the Genzica Legion, along with the Robertson's Battery. And the Cavalry division is going to kind of sit in reserve right around here. And I'm really hoping to use them to exploit any retreating brigades this time around and really plus up casualties on the Federals. So we've had some very good battles so far. And the Artillery Division is going to kind of sit right here where it can cover down in both directions as necessary. I'm really expecting the main thrust to come down this way, but I could be wrong. It could come up this road. Actually, let me switch just a little bit. That's a little bit better on the coverage. Alright. I think that covers my deployment. Now we just got to wait for the Federals to show up and kick this party off. Alright, it's now 8:30 in the morning of day 2. And I have had my brigades out here building up some entrenchments just to get their experience levels up. Because there we go. Tieflings finally have their perk, sharpshooters. And we stop building, let the copperheads finish that off to get the extra experience points. So some of the brigades still pretty low on experience, but we're getting them up there. At least one brigade per division should be leveled now, or close to. Alright. I did take quite a few overnight attrition, almost 500 overnight attrition. Majority of it coming out of the Wildcat Brigade at 134 men is the highest loss in any of the brigades. So, I think me and Colonel Manny are going to have a talk about the morale of his force. But right now, this cavalry is all I see. Yep, here's some dust trails here. I kind of have a feeling the Federals are going to come in mixed up, so it's probably best that I am sitting back behind the objective point and let them try to advance as much as possible. Alright, we're at going on 10 o'clock in the morning. We do have the 1st Federal Infantry sided that one cavalry battalion did get a little too close to my entrenchments, and we almost wiped it out to a man. We didn't quite wipe it, but we came close. Wildcat Brigade's morale is not going to get over 30. I'm leaving them in position right now just because they're so close to leveling up to the first level of their perk. I want to see if I can get them there before they break it. I'm going to have the White Lightning switch out with them when I feel like they can't hold their position any longer. That's if the Union comes straight at this position here, which I'm hoping they kind of do. Or they may not. They may be going for right here where I do have my cavalry laying down because they may or may not see that. Only cavalry not online right now are Bill's Butchers, who are working on this breastwork line trying to get their experience level up. Looks like they're just going to march past my gun line. There's some more infantry coming from right over here. But you guys face that way. That's a better target. These guys are right here marching past our front. We'll let them do that. It looks like they're going to be marching straight at the objective, which will be good for me because then I can just sweep these brigades in on their flank and rear. I'm going to be just out of range of these Mississippis as they go down the road, but that's all right. I can let the Federals mass up here and just let the guns do their work and break their morale. 1st Division, 1st Corps. It's only one corps in the field, so 1st Division. 2nd regiment, no division, 500 men. What's left of the 2nd U.S. Kind of like how the Union's marching into this right now. It looks like it's going to be a while before anything gets kicked off, so I'll be back. Alright, it's now 10:48, and it looks like some of the Federal Infantry is advancing in lone attacks against my lines. I'm still under the assumption that the AI does not see this cavalry laying down here, so they got this brigade pushing to their front. But should be able to hit them with this infantry here. See if we can't get the Wildcats to get their finish their level up here, and then get them out of the line because their morale is not improving past 30 as they started this battle broken. do have the rest of my infantry laying down. Oh, looks like these guys stopped advancing. Wildcats, let's see if we can't do something that's going to improve your morale a little. There's a lot of forces right out here in the field that we just cannot see right now. I did see a lot of dispatch riders going out and disappearing, so they are nearby. A good chunk of their force. You know, Wildcat, just advance on these boys. Because I want to really do want to get them off the line. Nice little jump on that perk right there. We can keep them here for 2 or 3 more volleys. We should have that perk up. Still don't see any federal artillery, but they don't have as much as we do either. It's probably towards some. Yep, here they come pushing again, right into the teeth of these guns. Alright, Swedish chefs, feed them some of those Swedish meatballs prepared as grape shot. Copperheads, get ready to stand up. And, yep, they are now in range. Alright, stand up, boys. Give it to them. See if we can't get you to your first level perk also. Firing at the artillery. The AI is always going to target the artillery first for the canister. Boys don't look like you're doing too much in the way of damage. You can do better than that. There they go. And almost got the New York Copperheads there. Not quite. Get him back in position, lay him down again. Oh, and they already broke, so we're not getting that next volley in there. It looks like one more volley would have done it for them. Let's get them back on the wall there. These guys going to try and push into the same position. I don't know. But if the Federals are just coming in one brigade at a time, Grenville Dodge is going to lose this. That's already a given, the way this is playing out. Looks like it'll be a few minutes yet again before something else happens. Alright, it's now 11:30. The Federals are still trying to get themselves into some type of position here. Actually, 2nd Georgia, I'm going to have you boys engage them. These guys are ready to break 1 or 2 volleys and see them away. They've just been kind of marching around out here taking artillery fire, so they're not in good shape. That was not a good volley at all, boys. What the hell? I know you're cavalry, you're not line infantry, but still. I do need to unlock medium-range carbines. And they just broke. Okay, that was not worth the casualties. Get back online with the other battalion. And we do have a Federal battalion up here on our flank coming at the Tiefling Infantry. So let's go give them a nice warm lunch. Let me go give them some of that southern hospitality. I don't know what this brigade thinks it was doing. It's only 600 men. We fought this corps before. It's just under a new commander. And he used to have a separate army name. So a lot of these brigades are separate brigades and not part of divisions. There's a third brigade from their first division we hadn't seen yet unless they reformed. Yeah, decent opening volley, but extreme range. Wonder if first U.S. is going to follow behind them. Only 300 men. We have a possibility of wiping that regiment off. These guys must still be armed with smoothbores, so still pushing forward. They still have smoothbores. I know the Springfield 65s have equal to or probably a better range than the Enfields. Good job, Mommy. Stay on them until they break. Okay, they do have rifle muskets. They just got in close. They must have it set to a medium range. Yeah, they got those 65s. They got us outranged. Have to double close the range. You're taking casualties. You want to back off. They got us ranged. There's no point in fighting it out with them. Oh, and they broke. Good. I think that brigade did some outsized casualties to the Tieflings. I'm going to admit, this has turned out to be kind of a boring battle the way the Federals... Here comes the main infantry line now. Look that way. guys are marching at the emus. Not a good idea. There's Dodge. Maybe we could take them down. Then again, hopefully we don't. So, leaving bad commanders in command is always a good thing for us. How do you guys not even have a single star yet? That's kind of odd. My batteries are leveling like they usually do. And these guys have just been marching around out here taking artillery fire, so they're getting ready to go. They just laid down. What are you boys doing? We actually going to get ready for an assault over here? We keep the emus laying down for right now. Let the chefs get some work in. Hopefully get some good canister shots that'll jump their leveling up. Oh. Now they're backing off. They just spotted the emu, so they decided to back off. That sucks. Alright, once again, it looks like it'll be a few... Oh, here comes a brigade forward. Alright, towards the Wildcats. I want to get these guys off the line as soon as possible, so hopefully they'll get a level up on this little engagement here. How are we looking? Yeah. No, he's supposed to be bombarding. What the hell? Let's bombard that area for now. Keep advancing, boys. You need 2 brigades worth of fire, no? I want you going that far. I want you right behind them, damn it, not on the works. There we go. There's our perk. Bombardment area. Oh, they're still waiting on their orders. Shit. You guys get up on the line. Alright, you guys must have sharps if you're firing from there. Advance and take them down. Move out of Georgia. Federals have us friggin' ranged. Crap, my avatar's all the way over here. There goes the Wildcats. That's why I wanted them off the line. Are you now guys getting cover from the breastworks? Oh, we know where the Federals are mostly. Greg, bring your boys across. Butchers, how we looking? You're almost done, so I'll leave you at it. Like Robertson's battery's getting ready to break. You're putting canister into these boys, damn it. One more little section. I'll have the first perk. Lock them in while the other brigades come forward. Even with the Mississippis, they have me outranged. Really? What are you boys armed with? Oh, and there they go. They're retreating. Wasn't paying attention to that. Thinking Georgia get mounted. Yep, they just broke. push it in. They're supposed to be retreating, and these guys are like, screw that. Must be a bunch of Irish. There they go. Guess they wanted to have the honor being the closest to getting to the wall. I had to wait to fire onto that. We're out of time anyway. That could have gone a lot better. That could have gone a whole hell of a lot better. Alright, took down 2,600 of their 25,000 infantry, 150 to 1,100 cavalry, 0 to 15 guns, total loss of 2,700 of their 27,000 men. We lost 1,085 of our 22,774 infantry, 307 of our 2,929 cavalry, 6 of our 39 guns, total loss of 1,426 of our 26,249 men. Yeah, that could have gone a lot better. Alright, time to take a look at the paperwork. So, I don't think we lost any officers. Hold on. Amazingly not. I thought Rains was going to get hit because his divisional command was taking a beating. Alcorn's division. Harewood Horse did... Oh, looking at strength reports, combat reports. 120 to infantry. 2nd Georgia Cavalry did 189 to infantry. Bill's Butchers, I had them building those breastworks so they didn't get into the fighting. Rains Division. Wildcat Brigade did 312 to infantry, 19 to cavalry for a total of 331. White Lightning Brigade did 453 to infantry. Janzika Legion did 361 to infantry. Robertson's Battery did 128 to infantry. Division total 1,273. Drayton's Division. Tiefling Infantry did 221 to infantry. Emu Brigade did 114 to cavalry. And the Copperheads did 80 to infantry. And the Swedish Chefs did 150 to infantry. Division total 565. Greg's Division. Oh, I was just looking at Greg's Division. I should have been looking at Drayton's. Steubenschützen did 10 to infantry. 1st Order Regulars did 164. Empire Rebels did 19. And Butler's Battery did 28. Division total 221. Artillery Division. Missouri Fire Breathers did 12 to infantry. Jeremy's Crazy X did 42 to infantry, 1 to cavalry for a total of 43. Boomstick Battery did 28 to infantry. Oddballs Artillery did 18 to infantry, 3 to cavalry, 1 artillery for a total of 22. Scott's Battery did 73 to infantry, 1 to cavalry, 2 to artillery for a total of 76. Division total of 181. So, looks like the White Lightning Brigade gets the Grumpy Seal of Approval for this battle. So, yeah, the Federals are showing themselves to have us on range. And that's those Springfield rifles of theirs. They do have some of the best ranges in the game. They're apparently even outdoing the Mississippis. I expect them to outdo the Enfields by a short margin. They do have a slightly better range than the Enfields. I did not expect them to be outranging the Mississippis, though. Interesting. Let's see if we got any of their officers. These are all separate brigades up here. Nope. Got 0 of their officers, really. Alright. We'll close out here and I'll see you all at the newspaper screen. Victory at St. Louis. 1st Corps Army, Missouri fleeing in panic. Well, at least they blamed the general this time. General Pierce loses his face. Battle of St. Louis is ending with 1st Corps Army, Missouri retreating in panic. The Enemy's report of the total casualties is 2,709 men. There are 505 killed, 405 captured. Our casualties totaled 1,426 men, with 143 killed, 557 missing, and the rest wounded. Captured 1,131 rifles and 0 guns from the field, and sent 388 soldiers off to our prison camps. Would have liked to have grabbed a lot more rifles than that. It is what it is. Looks like the harem's going to be stuck here at St. Louis a lot longer than I expected it to be. That sucks. Really wanted to get them on the move again. I did want to get them up to Springfield. How are you looking? You're almost ready to go. I'm just waiting for Army Missouri to get a little bit into the green, but I may actually just start moving them now. Yeah, we now hold Rolla. They're not close enough to hold us, so we're just going to move straight up to Rolla. And start taking that over. Hopefully this is going to force these federal forces here that are in the center towards the northeast or straight north and get them out of the state so we can get it flipped over to our control. How's this siege looking? Almost there. Battery's broken, just got to break that infantry regiment. It doesn't look like too much else is going on the map, so I'll be back. Alright, it's now May 20th, and we do have our next engagement here. And it is 1st Corps Army of the Cumberland under command of John Davidson. I don't know anything about this man. They're bringing 29,322 infantry, 1,100 cavalry, and 22 guns. Going up against our 14,914 infantry, 5,300 mounted riflemen, and 39 guns. So, bit of a numbers disparity, but we are on the defensive and defending on our home territory, so that should see the disparity off. Let's see how Davidson does in the field here. Welcome, my grunts, to the second battle of Nashville. So, we are on the defensive, and we're on the Murfreesboro map, and we're defending back here at the Lytle Farmstead. So the Federals are coming in along the Nashville Turnpike here, straight down the road. So they do have a couple of approach paths. I do really expect them to come straight down Murfreesboro's Pike towards Murfreesboro, but they could also come this way. So I have set up my forces accordingly. Big problem with this force is we don't have any mixed muskets left in this force, but it's still all smoothbore muskets. So we are not very well armed at all. So, I have Buckner Sr.'s division here. I have Johnson's division here. And Kemper's division here with the 1 Veery unit, which is Congrave's Conquerors, sitting along here. I have my larger cavalry division under Shaver sitting in reserve, and Atchison's smaller cavalry division is covering this bridge to our rear. So they do have to come through us to get to the Lytle house. So it's already 18:30. We're heading the end of the day, so it's definitely going to be a day 2 action once again, like Battle of St. Louis. So I'll be back. Now 8:30 in the morning of day 2. We do have Federal infantry and cavalry coming through Murfreesboro, just as I expected them to. And honestly, they're actually riding right towards that gap. Nope. They're going to stop? Yes. Thank you. Do have Simonton's brigade building up some breastworks here for themselves and the artillery. As soon as they're done, get them back in position. And at Congrave's Conquerors building up some breastworks out here to get their perk level up, as the 9th CS and 3rd CS both already have disciplined line infantry. So they were building the breastworks out over this way. But I don't see this being too hard of a fight. Their morale's already down at 37. So they did have higher morale at the start of day 1. But it did drop overnight. They took 400 attrition overnight. We did take 57 attrition overnight. I'm actually surprised we even took the 57 attrition, as the morale of this army is actually really high. So I'm surprised we even took that many men who ran away overnight. Hurry up and finish building as I get you boys in position, please. And we still have none but 6-pounders in this artillery division. I just don't have artillery to hand out either. So many batteries in the Army of Potomac, they just kind of sucked up a lot of the guns. But I like having all that artillery in that force. And we're kind of reverse slope here with the artillery. I'm actually surprised they have such a good siding because we are kind of reverse slope, but I'll take it. Keep coming this way, boys. Keep coming this way. First Kentucky Brigade, East Tennessee Brigade, First Kentucky Battery A. And they're all separate brigades. They're not in a division that I can see. Yeah, they're not marked as being in a division, so they're all still separate brigades, much like that last force we just fought. So they're kind of doing their own thing, it looks like. So we got orders coming out to the cavalry. It might just arrive a little too late. They're about to ride to canister range. I'm building that breastwork. Alright, just move out and engage them, then we'll get you back in position. Some of you boys are actually going to try and hold there. Yep. Pull them back on foot instead of on horseback. There they go. Boys, get back over here and into position, please. No. Not getting them. Pull them back a little bit, apparently, to get them on the wall. Go right there. You guys go there. There we go. A little more movement than I would like, but that cavalry brigade's glitched out. That's a problem. They're just sucking up ammo right now. I hate it when I see this glitch. It screws everything up. Yep, there they go. Double, please. Looks like you're going to avoid this end of the line altogether, but it's no guarantee of that. Covering the bridge, but I might just shift this battery over. You boys shift over here. They're going to be massing up right over here in range of my 6-pounders, so I will take that. But it looks like it'll be a few minutes yet, so I'll be back. Alright, while I was watching my front, I totally forgot about back here, and they are making the attempt to come in back here. So it's a good thing I left the cavalry division at the bridge. Who always gets over there? You in loose order. Kind of messed up over here because I was not paying attention, but once I saw the main forces coming in up front, I just stopped looking back here. So it looks like it was only the one brigade. There's another one. That was just unexpected. These boys again. Now they're retreating behind us, but they should retreat through our lines, which allows us to do some damage to them. Actually, 9th Tennessee. See if we can't do some damage to them. And the brigades that were here, the 2 infantry brigades that were coming down this road broke under the artillery fire. Now we're just trying to seal off this one battery here, and there they go. And it looks like they're starting to rush the rest of their forces forward now. And here comes another brigade and a battery over here. I did order this one to shift, but just sit in position now. And getting very far from that shift or moving through those woods, it takes them forever. Very quickly moving towards a victory. We are dropping their morale fast with all these unit breaks. So it won't be a very high casualty battle. Thankfully, we don't need a lot of casualties in this force. We need a lot of casualties in the federal force, but with my lack of ability to recruit troops right now, it is telling. Looks like that was a good hit on that battery. They got a lot of troops coming this way. I could have sworn I ordered you up onto the wall. Get on the wall. So you boys back into position. It's a shame I only have mixed cavalry weapons. I just don't have enough cavalry weapons, right? But I need to get these guys kind of off the effort before this infantry turns into fire at them. Come on, you're right there. Yell the orders. You can yell at your commanders right there. Come on. These 6-pounders are actually doing a lot of good work for me. Is that over here? No. Alright, stand up, boys. Move forth and hit that battery. Boys, hit them in the flank. Oh, they are trying to rush across. They just retreated through us. That's the brigade we already broke. This battle's a little more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Just out of their range. Stop and fire. A little bit of a mess over here. We're not taking heavy casualties over here, thankfully. But if they want to rush across en masse, we'll be able to do a lot of damage, even with the mixed cavalry weapons. These guys are just breaking under the artillery fire over here, out of range of our muskets still. Alright, I told you guys to seal off that battery. Seal off that battery. Off from brigade, go join them. We don't have the range at all to engage from defensive works. Batteries got to do their job. Oh, and they're retreating. Never mind. Very easy fight. will let them go. Yeah, 9 minutes on the clock. You know what? Let's go, Cavalry. Let's go do some work. Let's try and run some of these boys down. So we do need to capture weapons. Nope, out of time. Damn it. So not a big fight. Not a big fight at all. So we took down 1,400 or 28,000 infantry, 150 or 1,100 cavalry. Got all 20 of their guns. Total loss of 1,600 of their 29,000 men. We lost 67 infantry of our 14,911, 98 of our 5,300 cavalry, 0 of our guns. Total loss 171 men of our 20,816. About 50 of these, I think, were the overnight attrition. A little over 50's overnight attrition, so not a high casualty battle at all. But the numbers and losses compared to theirs, that's a big difference. Alright, we didn't lose any officers. I'm just going to check and see. And the one Veer unit didn't fight. I just want to check and see if we actually got any of theirs. Alright, wounded. These are all separate brigades up top here. Commander of the 3rd Division, Asbeth. He's only got 1 brigade. They're all separates. And we wounded Shaler, or battery commander. That's it. Okay. Get close out here and I'll see you open newspaper screen. A victory at the 2nd Battle of Nashville. 1st Corps, I believe, Army of the Cumberland retreating in panic. And it looks like they blame the loss on a poor old major over here. Battle of Nashville has ended. The enemy reported suffered total casualties of 1,605 men. There are 247 killed and 303 captured. Our casualties total 171 men, with 20 killed, 69 missing, and the rest wounded. We captured 811 rifles and 8 guns from the field and sent 304 soldiers off to our vacation camps. Like I said, not a big fight. Not a long... It took longer for that battle to play out than the actual fighting did. Oh, hello. Kansas militia show back up. 2nd Corps Army of Southwest Missouri. Where did you come from? It doesn't look like they're in any condition to fight. Huh. Interesting. Have a look in here. Still almost done. I thought this siege would have been finished already, but we're almost there. I really do need to get them moving along up to Fort Kearney. Once we take down Fort Kearney, they're going to be coming up here to St. Paul to take down Fort Snelling. So they got a lot of traveling left ahead of them. And we were still waiting on the British with bated breath. But I think it takes them like 30 days to... probably takes them around 30 days to start getting a force together. So, but they are on their way. We actually got the intervention for the Emancipation Proclamation, so they are on their way. And it looks like the Federals are stacking up here with a lot of troops. The Army of James, Army of Potomac, Hobie's Raiders, 1st Corps Army of Potomac, 1st Corps Army of the James, 12,000 men, 16,000 men. Alright, these forces are very denuded. I think they're starting to shift a lot of their troops out west. I think that's what's happening. A lot of their troops are starting to shift westward. How's this fort looking? Another 63 days. It takes longer to upgrade this engineer perk than it used to on the Corps. Cumberland headquarters, 2nd Corps Army of Cumberland. 1,000, 19,000. This says I have 62,000 men. Where the hell's the rest of them? Near a corps we do not see. Third Corps Army coming. Okay, there's another 16,000 men. That does not account for everybody. No, that does account for everybody, I think. Alright, looks like we're going to have another major engagement coming up here at Manassas. So I think this is a good place to end this episode. Not as long as usual. Not too... Battles were not very exciting. So, a couple of bad commanders that we just fought. And we haven't really shifted the lines at all because I'm just waiting for my troops to get ready to move again. How's the Army in Mississippi looking? They're still nowhere near ready to go. They're in the orange. Can I get them back up into Cairo? I need them up in Cairo at least. I'll recover faster in Cairo than New Madrid. I do believe our hospital here is finished building, has it? Where's my hospital? There it is. Okay, that's finished building. We're just going to upgrade this. So we do a lot of fighting here, so having the hospitals does help with our morale. So we do get a 1.4% buff from medical treatment. Hopefully with the larger hospital that will get bigger. And hopefully it'll spread to up here because we cover a larger area. But I put it at Culpeper because I figure it's the safest place for it. Hopefully that'll influence will spread up here. Like I said, I think it's a good place to end this episode. So once again, if you're new viewer, return viewer, if you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember that bell icon so the next video comes out. Follow along the series, enjoying it. Don't forget to bayonet that like button, butt stroke that comment section. And I will see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.